Optimal Health and Vitality After 50. My name is Trisha O'Hara. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So today I would like to show you some stretches on how to increase your range of motion, flexibility, and mobility. The type of stretching I'm going to be showing you is known as PNF stretching. Well, sort of a version of PNF stretching. PNF stands for Proprioceptive Neuromuscular Facilitation. This type of stretching is used a lot in physical therapy for patients post-surgery and post-injury. I actually do this kind of stretching with my clients when I see them in person, and then when we're online, we use a trusty TheraBand instead of me. So basically what PNF stretching is contracting the muscle and then relax, contract, relax, contract, relax. And this will help to increase the range of motion in the muscle tissue and extensibility. So for the first stretch I'm going to show you the hip flexor stretch. Now, if you have bad knees, you can do it on a set of stairs, like in this diagram here, okay? If you need some padding or support on your knees, you could use a towel. That's what I just did this here, okay? And if you need to support yourself, you can use a chair. This is my trusty chair that I always use in my videos. Okay, so you want to come up. This is a hip flexor muscle right here. One of the well-known ones is the psoas, which is one of the hip flexor muscles. That shortens and tightens a lot with inactivity, or if you have a job that you're seated all day long, what happens is a hip flexor shortens and tightens and alters the pelvis and puts more tension on the lower back pain. That's why, like a lot of people that have desk jobs or do a lot of traveling, for commuting, they experience a lot of lower back pain. So remember, the lower back pain is a symptom, and the problem generally is another muscle group. So here, hip flexor. So you want to come forward, you want to come into this position. If you need to support yourself, you can hold onto a chair. And I'm just pushing my hips forward. I'm keeping this spine neutral because I don't want to go into flexion. If I go into flexion, then I'm not stretching the hip flexor. So you want to, and I don't want to extend like that either. So just push your hips forward. You should feel a stretch here in the hip flexor. If you need to increase it, you can reach up and over, and that will increase the stretch here. And ideally you want to hold it like 30 seconds. I generally hold it for like 2 minutes when I do all my stretches, but for the sake of the video, I'll just hold it for a few seconds. But again, go within your range of motion, your comfort level. You could start with 10 seconds and then work up to 15, 20, 30 seconds, okay? So you want to make sure, even if you're experiencing pain only on one side or tightness, it's good to do both sides of the body, all right? And again, don't do any of these stretches to the point of pain. All these stretches I'm showing you, don't go to the point of pain, and also don't go to my range of motion because I'm hypermobile. So don't try to, like, what I mean by that is I'm overly flexible. So a lot of people think I'm like a gymnast or in Cirque du Soleil, which I'm not. But anyway, so let's go ahead and do the other side. Again, you can reach up and over, and that will emphasize the stretch even more. And that is known as the hip flexor stretch, okay? The next stretch I'm going to show you is known as the Piriformis Stretch. Piriformis is a deep hip rotator in the glute, okay? So you're gonna come down on your back here. Now again, depending on your flexibility, you might not have a lot of flexibility. So you just going like this and pressing against this knee, you might be able to feel the hip flexor stretch, or excuse me, the piriformis stretching. So again, go within your comfort level. For me, again, because I'm hypermobile, I don't feel it at all in trying to do this. But for you, if you're super tight, you can just cross the leg over. I'm pressing my left knee away from me and kind of pulling my left foot towards me, and that would be activating the piriformis muscle if you're really tight. And if you don't feel that stretch, you can make it a little bit more advanced, and that would be reaching through. I'm reaching through my legs up around my knee, and now I can feel that. I'm pulling my right knee towards my chest, and with my left elbow, I'm pulling my left knee, or you can manually with your hand, pull that away, and then you can get a deeper stretch in the piriformis. But again, use whichever variation is best for you. Don't do it to the point of pain, all right? And again, you want to make sure you do both sides. So if you're doing this one, again, you can just kind of push this away so where you feel the stretch in your piriformis. Again, I don't feel it, so I would have to reach. And now I'm pulling my left knee towards my chest, and I'm pushing my right knee away from me. Again, you can use your hand, or you can just, I'm kind of using my elbow and pushing my right knee away from me. And that is the Piriformis stretch. So remember, everything is connected. If one thing in the body is shortened and tightened, something else has to compensate. So that's why it's really important to go through all the different muscle groups. Next, I'm going to show you the hamstring stretch. Okay, so you come down on your back. You'll take, if you have a stretching band, you'll take the stretching band, or if you don't, you'll take like a long sleeve t-shirt. You'll put it around your foot. Okay, and again, the important thing with the hamstring stretch is you want to make sure your leg is straight. You don't want your knee to buckle. So if your knee is like this, that's not going to work. So just for you, maybe it's down here. Maybe your end range motion is here. Maybe it's here. For me, my end range of motion is up here. This is where I feel the hamstring stretch. Okay, so again, pull your feet towards your knee. And again, normally PNF, you'd have a person here, so I'd be pressing against a person. But for the sake of the video, we're using the TheraBand, or if you have a shirt or a towel or something like that. So I'm pressing only about 20 to 30%. Okay, so I'm press and then relax. Pressing against the band, so contracting the muscle, and relax. And you should feel it activating the hamstring. And press against the band and relax. Okay. Now, ideally, you want to hold each one 5 to 10 seconds, but again, for the sake of the video, we're just doing a little bit shorter, and you have to go within your comfort range. So now you're going to switch legs. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Press against the band and relax. Press against the band and relax. And one more time, press against the band and relax. Now you might find a greater stretch in one hamstring than the other. So for me, both of mine feel about the same. Okay, so that's the hamstring stretch. Next, we're going to stretch out the adductor, the muscle on the inside of your leg. So you're going to bring it out to the side, okay? And you're going to bring it up towards your right shoulder. Now, again, your range of motion might be here. It might be here. Again, for me, my range of motion is here. This is where I feel the stretch. And then you're going to press lightly against the band, okay, 20%, and relax. Press against the band and relax. And then I always hold it. Again, you'd want to hold it about 5 seconds, 10 seconds each time. But for the sake of the video, I'm just running through and showing you each one. Demonstrating how to do each one. Okay, then you would do both sides. You do the left side and the right side. Then we would come into the lateral stretch. So this one's really important because all the lateral attachments that attach around the greater trochanter here, they tend to get really shortened and tightened. And so this is a nice stretch to just stretch out all those lateral attachments. Again, for you, your range of motion might be down here. It might be up here. So go wherever your comfort range is. This is where I feel the stretch, but try to make sure that you keep both shoulders on the mat, okay? So press against the band. So I'm pressing down towards my left foot and then bringing it back up towards my left shoulder. And press relax. Now you should feel the stretch here in your glute, but a lot of times when people are really tight in their hamstring and their calf, they're going to feel it here at the attachment point behind their knee. So again, go within your range of motion. Don't go to the point of pain. And press and relax. Okay. And then you come back up. Again, you would want to do both sides. So I just show you real quickly. You'd go into the adduction, okay, left side, right side, pressing. So now again, I'm pressing down towards my right foot, and I would cross over, do that same stretch, keeping my shoulders square on the mat. Go within your comfort range. I would press against the band and relax and press and relax. And again, you should feel the stretch here. If you feel a lot of tension down here, then just release the band a little bit. Now again, you also want to keep your legs straight. And then I generally go back one more time to the hamstring. And after running through all those exercises, you should find that you have more extensibility in your hamstring now. And then switch to the other side. And then come up. So, how are you guys feeling? So again, each one of those I would do when you contract, relax. I would hold each one at least like 5 seconds and then relax, 5 seconds. And I would go through the right side and the left side on all the exercises, because it's important to balance out the body. Because you got to remember, if say this side is really tight, then that means that this side is having to, do more work, or vice versa. If this side is really weak, then this side, everything's always having to compensate. So it's really important to go through all the exercises on both sides of the body and hold at least 5 to 10 seconds if you can. You can do this on a daily basis, would be helpful, because obviously the more you do something, the better results, right? So I hope you found these helpful. If you did, please comment below, and please like and subscribe and share. Turn on the notifications. You'll be notified when I upload my next video. So I hope you guys go out, have an amazing day, and thank you so much for all your support. And remember, health is the new wealth. So go make it amazing. Bye.